This is going to be a basic video of AR style rifles. This is the SIG 516 for specifics, but I'm just going to talk just about the basics, I guess, of the rifle for people that aren't familiar with the rifle, or maybe they want to get into it but they don't really know about it. I'll just mainly talk about the parts and what they're called and just the basic nomenclature of the gun. So like I said, this is a SIG 516 AR platform rifle. I'll talk about maybe some differences between this rifle and a different style of rifle, but we'll just start at the top and work our way to the back. So this is called a muzzle device. This is either called a compensator or a flash hider. It is meant to, with the grooves on the top, as you can see, it's meant to redirect the gas when you fire the gun upward. As you see, there's no openings on the bottom. What that's meant to do is prevent muzzle rise. When you fire, your gun wants to go up. So when you have the gases pushing back down, it should keep the rifle in the same spot, making you more accurate for follow-up shots and stuff like that. There's many different styles. Most of them screw on, some of them are welded on or pinned on, but most of them screw on. And so this is the barrel, and this runs all the way back underneath these hand guards. These are called the hand guards, and you'll notice they're slotted. You can put different accessories. You'll see right here I have a front backup sight on there, and you can put anything you want to on there with these rails. It clips on, but the hand guard basically is just to protect your hand from the barrel. Like I said, it runs all the way back underneath this. The barrel runs underneath this hand guard, so you put your hand on that, it won't get burned when you fire the gun and the barrel gets hot. On this particular gun, and on pretty much all the ARs, you have a gas block. This is a different gas block because this gun is piston operated. Much like an AK-47, the gas is tapped off right here. It actuates a piston which moves all the parts to operate the rifle. In a direct impingement or DI AR-15, the gas block will be in the same spot, but you'll have a gas tube that runs all the way back into your receiver. And so we'll talk about next is the receiver. This is your upper and this is your lower. They say that because they come apart into two pieces. You remove these pins, takedown pins, and the upper will separate from the lower. Inside the receiver you have your bolt carrier group. So I'll go ahead and show you that right now so that you get a better idea what's all inside. I'm going to do this off camera. The gun's still pretty new, so sometimes it's hard to get the pins out without using some kind of tools or whatever. I haven't taken it apart that much. I take it apart to clean it, especially after I shoot the Tula ammo, which it has been running flawlessly. So like I said, this pin comes out. You have your lower receiver, you have your upper receiver. So within the upper receiver you have the charging handle, which is what you pull back to charge the gun. This is what is called the bolt carrier group. Let me move this out of the way so you can see. This is the bolt carrier group, and it is pretty much what makes the gun work. This is your bolt face. This is your carrier key. On a direct impingement AR-15, you'll have a gas key right here where that gas tube will run in from the gas block, and that's what will push the bolt back. In this case, you have a rod that runs all the way back and hits against this where the gas key would be. So as you can see, it's kind of dirty. I haven't cleaned it yet. I'm going to go through that next. But so you have your all your stuff, firing pin and all that's inside here. You can see the firing pins, that shiny spot right there. Guess I could take it apart. I don't really want to because it's still pretty dirty, but I will for fun. You pull this pin out, firing pin slides out, carrier pin slides out, and your bolt slides out. So this is your bolt carrier, this is your bolt, firing pin, cam key, and just a cotter pin to hold all that stuff together. So it should look pretty much the same as a direct impingement AR-15, except for the difference with the gas key. Doesn't have one because it's a piston operated gun. So we'll put all this stuff back together. Drop that in, drop the firing pin in. Just like that. And put this pin back in. And you'll be ready to rock and roll. So that's basically how that works. So I'll just put all this back together. Like I said, this is your charging handle. That's what you use to load the gun. So it goes together just like that. You'll notice that I have a rear sight. These are backup sights, independent of the red dot scope, which I have right here. Little red dot scope. You probably wouldn't be able to see it, but it gives you just a dot to look at when you're trying to shoot. I'll try to show it to you just so you can. I don't think I'm going to be able to line it up to show you. There you go. See the little red. There you go. See the little red dot. When you sight it in, you put that dot on your target, and then you adjust it so that when you put that dot on a target, it will hit where you want it to. Like I said, this is the charging handle, so when you pull this back, the bolt carrier comes back. So if you would insert a magazine, this is an empty magazine, insert it, and then you pull this handle back, and that would allow you to insert a round into the chamber of the gun. So just some basics. This is your grip, trigger guard, trigger, magazine release on this side as well as on this side. That drops your magazine out. This is your forward assist. If maybe you had a problem where your bolt wasn't all the way in battery, all the way forward, you could bump that and it would force it in. I don't know why that would ever be a problem, but I guess it has been. Your takedown pins, these holes are for the sling. This is your stock. This is a 6-position adjustable stock, so you can adjust the length however you want. I like this grip because you can store stuff inside of it. I would store batteries for my optic in case the batteries died. It wouldn't be much good if it was dead, but that's why you have the backup iron sights as well. Yeah, just some considerations, and this is your safety. Have that on so you can't fire the gun. Anytime you take it apart, you want to make sure that it still works like it's supposed to. This is called your ejection port cover. Close that up so nothing can get inside. And that's pretty much the basics, I think. If you have any questions, just post them in the comments and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching.